In this fast-paced world, our conscious choices are very few. Many times we just respond to the situations and without analyzing anything. And it's all because as a result of our habits. And habits are all maximum because of subconscious mind, right? We have been practiced with those habits, positive or negative. It's all about in subconscious mind. Now, if your conditioning is to be pessimistic, then you are like almost negative thoughts in any situation. You will be always thinking negative results and attracting them. That's your conditioning. Now, by listening to such content like this I'm sharing right now, you must be thinking, yes, I need to be optimistic to respond positively to all the situation. Then it will require practice. Practice to be optimistic every time. And with regular, consistent practice, you will turn your habit into a positive one. Welcome to one more episode of Connecting the Dots with KK. Today, I'm going to share, as I'm a productivity coach, habits play a very important role to be productive. And I'm going to share something which I have realized in my own journey, in my own life. And I've heard it from many mentors, many masters as well. This really works amazing if we understand the depth of how habits play an important role, be it like positive or negative. Even negative roles are playing a huge role in degrading your growth. And a positive habit will help you to grow. Let's understand through some stories, right? Now, as I said, the game is about habits. If you are a pessimistic behavior person, then you need to have your habit to turn into optimistic and to spontaneously be optimistic. To improve your optimism, it will require practice. And once you start practicing, you will witness a change that is getting unfold for your betterment and growth. Let's understand from this a woodcutter. There was a woodcutter and he used to cut woods for a manufacturing industry. Sometime later, sorry, I'm really sorry. Sometime later, the company hired one more woodcutter, and this new woodcutter used to cut a lot of more woods than the previous existing woodcutter. A year later, the company increased the salary of the new woodcutter. The old woodcutter just complained about this कि मैं तो यहाँ पे पुराना हूँ, I am the senior, you increased his salary instead of mine. तो कंपनी ने बहुत सीधे साफ तरीके से बताया, look, we are a production oriented company. You also improve your performance, increase the production, and we will increase your salary more than that the second woodcutter. With this, he started continuing cutting woods. He tried as hard as he could, but he couldn't cross the new woodcutter. And he went to the management and asked, like, what is he doing differently as he's cutting more woods? He said, why don't you go and ask that person? The second woodcutter went to the first woodcutter went to the second woodcutter and asked, आप ऐसा क्या करते हो कि आपकी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ज्यादा हो रही, आप ज्यादा wood, you're cutting more woods than me. What is it that you're doing? He replied, every time I cut a new tree, I take a break of 5 minutes and I sharpen my saw. The second woodcutter asked, do you sharpen your saw? He said, no. I keep on hitting, keep on hitting, keep on hitting the wood till the end of the day. I repeat the same thing. I never sharpen my saw. He said, that's the mistake. In order to grow spontaneously and in order to grow massively in your life, to improve your productivity, it's important to sharpen your saw. It's important to take valid breaks, investing yourself in good practices that will help you to be more productive and increase the production of your product, or improve your uh, outcome, right? And he said you need to take a break after every time. And the same was applied by the first woodcutter, and the results were amazing, right? So it's very important to get into isolation, to isolate yourself and improve your skills. Now, there are many ways. One of the ways that I follow is take a break. I have mentioned about it many times. Take positive breaks. Don't involve yourself into smartphones, social medias, or arguments, or unnecessary wasteful energy. Don't waste your energy in wasteful conversations or something. Instead, invest yourself in a better way. And one of the best way is to invest yourself in spiritual practices, right? For example, you invest yourself in working for 1 hour. Now, it's important to recondition your mind to bring it to point zero again and start working on again. And spiritual chantings and everything will be a like it's like a positive from both the end. It will help you to build your mental ability. It will help you increase your productivity, mental state improve up. You will witness that calmness, peacefulness inside you. And you can just chant God's name in those 5 minutes. Now, why is it important to isolate? Frankly speaking, it is said that you need to spend at least 2 hours every day, 1 hour in the morning or 1 hour in the evening, to invest yourself into spiritual practices like chanting, bhajan, kirtan, whatever you feel like doing. Now, why isolation is required? Let me give an example of how powerful isolation is. Now, what happens is we are always engaged from morning till night. We are engaged with many tasks. We get in touch with clients. We work from 9 to 5 offices. Then we are always involved in bringing clarity clarity to the solutions, problem solving. Then at home, resolving the arguments, the unwanted conversations in your neighbor, then video calls and phone calls, then social media. We are surrounded almost everywhere with tons of behavior responsibilities, and we are always taking care of it. So it's very important to disconnect from everything and be isolated. Now, there are many ways of getting isolated. Isolation doesn't mean that you have to shut the door and be alone. Isolation means even if you are in a group of people where everyone is meditating, consider that there's a room of 50 people and everyone is meditating. Then you join that group, be in that isolation room, and you're disconnecting from the world, right? This is what it means. It's very, very important. Now, isolation is just disconnecting from the outer world so that the world doesn't disturb you. This is what I'm trying to say. Right? Now, what you need to do is practice. As I was giving you an example, let me complete that. The example of milk and water. You add milk to water or water to the milk. Now it will just reduce the concentration of milk. It will lose its purity. And milk don't have any power to do anything. If you just drink that milk with a lot of water, there is no much power in it. Right? Now there is a different scenario to this as in relation to the isolation. Now what you do is you keep water and milk separately. In isolation, get that milk turned into butter slowly. Follow the process. You know how it has to be done. Now, if you place this butter into the water, there's nothing that water can do to disturb this butter. Now, the butter is like, you, Mr. Water, you cannot disturb me. Like, you cannot degrade my concentration. Right? You have done it when I was milk, but now you don't have any power. Now, this is the power when you isolate yourself and practice some powerful routine like exercise, right? Like chanting and all everything. This will help you to get stronger in the situations, right? So that's how powerful getting isolated and disconnecting yourself, which I meant was sharpening your saw. If you practice this, believe me, you will grow your mental ability to the best. You will have an amazing day, well spent day productively, and you'll see the amazing results that you generate for your growth. Try it out and tell me how you feel. If you're liking the content, please hit that like, subscribe, follow, share, and please also tell me in the comment box how are you feeling with this content that I'm bringing on my channel. Thank you. This is Kushal Kulkarni, KK for short. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, please take care, stay blessed. Try out being in isolation and improve yourself. Bye bye.